Doom 3. I bought Doom 3 for like $7, you know, on PlayStation. So I was playing that in the morning, and I just looked up like an Excel spreadsheet of all of the codes for all the storage things.
And I'm gonna spice the out of it.
Because we don't
family friendly.
Like on the
You gotta. I blast the cold in the shower like so hard, and then
really
right here in the back of the neck, dude.
And we're live.
Okay, finally, we're out here. We're balling.
That was a struggle, man.
I know.
3 or 4 times.
Third time's a charm. There we go. Thank you for joining us. Salt of the Streets live stream episode 90. Pre-show out here. Donovan, Colin, our homeboy Brandon. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Yeah,
thanks very much for being here. Thank you again for joining us, everybody. We are fucking out here, like I said, episode 90. It's Saturday. We're going to talk about some heavy shit today.
Yeah.
So first, we're going to keep doing what we've been doing. We're going to talk to Brandon about, obviously, his... Oh, thank you. We're going to talk to Brandon about his experience during the shutdown, because everybody has been individual. We're going to give some updates on governmental happenings. There's some discussions of a Phase 4 stimulus bill. I don't know if you've seen anything about that, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. Had some local things that happened on Thursday, some rollbacks from good old fucking Governor Inslee. So we're going to talk about
among other announcements.
Wasn't it just the slippiest of slips, right? So
for the main show, when we really talk about it, I'm going to pull that. I got the timestamp
perfect
from the video. I'm going to pull it up because it's only like a minute. We'll let him speak for himself.
Do you ever watch James Lee's press conferences? It's okay if you don't.
No, I don't. I never do. But my dad watches them, and he fucking hates that guy.
Oh, God damn it.
He hates that guy.
We are no fans of Governor Inslee in the Salt of the Streets podcast. No. And I've seen a lot of people posting memes of, thank you all for joining us, by the way, that's number 3.
Let's get a count going.
I've seen a lot of people on Facebook specifically saying shit like, oh, if you didn't like the way, you know, that Jay Inslee handled the coronavirus, then, you know, you should move to Florida or Texas because that's how they handle it the other way. And I'm like, you can not want to die from the coronavirus and also not think that Jay Inslee handled this in the best way possible. Like, those two things can happen at the same time, because I don't particularly want to die from the coronavirus, but I also don't think that this was handled in the best way. And, I mean, the same goes nationally, you know? Oh, yeah. I don't think as a country it was handled the best way, but even as a state, you know what I'm saying? So, interesting. Just the cognitive dissonance, you know, we've used that term a lot on this show, and it's interesting the way that it displays itself. We've seen a lot of that in Portland, you know, as far as like people identifying as libertarians and stuff. I've had a lot of personal internal issues dealing with like how I feel about what's happening in Portland, you know, the riots and stuff like that, and federal response. So,
which, given our political compass results, I think if you were flawed, it understands why I've been so mixed about like what's been happening, I guess, with which again we'll talk about more later. But
so we're gonna get to that stuff, and then we are going to talk about child trafficking. In the plainest of terms, we are going to talk about it from, you know, a community level all the way up to the highest levels of political and elite involvement. And the reason that we bring this up is because it's something that I have been researching personally over the last month or so, probably, and I've been discussing with Colin, and I've become more and more disturbed about. And if you've been watching this show for any length of time, as Brandon has, then you know that we approach everything that we talk about and that we investigate from a purely factual standpoint. And we are not ones to jump on, you know, conspiracy theories, quote unquote. We're not ones to just believe things because it's crazy.
Color me skeptical, but with the latest and greatest Epstein documentary that came out on Netflix, I want to say, Filthy Rich.
I still haven't watched it.
I mean, I haven't watched that one yet, but
and then watched parts of it.
We watched that what's it called? Out of Shadows.
Out of Shadows.
That came out this year too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
A few months ago.
Because I have
I feel like right at the beginning of all the shutdown stuff, people started posting about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty new. I think just at the tail end of 2019 that came out. And it's just less than 90 minutes long, out of Shadows. And so we'll talk about that. And
I have reservations about that particular documentary.
Yeah, me too.
But we will talk all about that. Yeah, because I certainly don't, as I said, I certainly don't fully buy into everything that's discussed in all of this, and so that's part of why I wanted to talk to you about it, is because you're someone that I come to. That's why we do the show. I come here to make sure that I'm on the right path, that I'm looking at things the right way. And Brandon's all into all this shit, so he was just the perfect guest to have in this. So excited. No, we're really excited. Before we go any farther, I do have to ask you what you consumed before we got here today.
Power pancakes.
The Kodiak cakes? Is that what? Yeah.
And they were, I don't think we ate till probably 11:45 or something like that. Because we just got up this morning and we just got busy with stuff. And all of a sudden was like, oh shit, we should probably eat something. And so she jumps in and starts, I'll whip you up some pancakes.
Yeah.
It's like, word. Got a nice fat stack of pancakes this morning.
It's always... Saturday morning always feels rushed, always feels rushed, no matter what.
I get up you guys 5. Probably especially, huh?
I wake up at 5. I still feel rushed, That's
you
even
wake up at 5 on Saturdays?
I wake up on 4 o'clock on days I work, and on days I don't work, I wake up at 5:15.
Sleeping in.
Dude, see me,
exactly. I sleep in an hour, 15 minutes.
I am not a morning person. I get up and I'm like, back to sleep.
No, I don't want any part of the first hour that I'm awake.
Yeah.
I don't want any part to do with anybody. Nobody talk to me. Nobody do nothing.
Yeah.
It's
people say it's good to read and meditate at those times too.
Well, so I've always been this way.
I'd pass out.
That I would just wake up early, but especially since Dax was born, I take that time to myself to do whatever I want, whether it's reading or doing research or playing video games.
And I've heard that as a parent too. As a parent,
high,
people get up earlier and do their shit before their kid gets up.
Yeah.
By the time the kid gets up, you got to get them ready.
Mm-hmm. You don't have
get
kids?
them fed? No, hell no.
No, hell no.
Smart man right now. Smart man.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Yeah, no, I'm the exception, not the rule, Colin.
That's funny.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just feel that it's easier for me to to be motivated if I make myself get up. The alarm goes off. I might give myself one time of fuck, I don't want to get up. And then I just get up. I don't hesitate. I don't lay down. I don't snooze. I don't.
That's my thing. I think about it too much and I'm like, and then I just fall back to sleep.
And I take a shower right when I get up too.
Yeah.
So I'll get up and that's the first thing I do is take a shower to help wake myself up and then I'll just do whatever,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If I could just do that. Oh shit.
That'd be sweet. Yeah. Usually it's I get up at, during the week, I get up 4:30 and 5 usually. And then I'll just roll out of bed basically and stumble into the shower.
Yeah.
And then Monday through Friday, I call my showers angry showers because I just sit there kind of lamenting the day.
Angry showers, he says.
Yeah.
When you're super tired and the shower's hot, you just fall asleep in the shower.
Yeah. It's so
I blast the cold in the shower so hard. And then
really?
Right here in the back of the neck, dude, this is the vagus nerve and that connects to everything in your body.
All the shit.
I really want to be into cold showers, but I can't.
Dude, cold shower and then rub it in your neck right here. Your whole body just wakes up.
Only after I've worked out. That's the only time that I can do a cold shower.
Yeah.
It's just some fucking,
Yeah, especially when it's hot.
Yesterday, John had a dentist appointment or something, so I was just working out at the house, and I bought one of these rains that has some type of thermogenic ingredients in it, and so it makes you super warm. And so if I was doing anything for 10 seconds, I was sweating.
Yeah.
And so just little sets of I was doing mostly core stuff yesterday because I was just in the living room, and so I was just doing stuff with the kettlebell and whatnot. Yeah, 10 seconds of anything, and I was just fucking sweating. Mm. It was awesome. It turned a small workout into a fucking great workout. It was awesome. Huge fan.
Little biohacks like that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I had never done that before, but I was a huge fan. When Casey came over last week to work out, he had one of those thermogenic rains, and I was like, all right.
Thermogenic, huh?
Yeah. And I looked at the ingredients, couldn't have told you what in there was thermogenic, but something,
Thermogenic. So that,
wait, in other words,
it's a rain. It's one of these energy drinks that has something
It's supposed to make you sweat more?
Yeah. It has there are foods that you can consume and chemicals that are thermogenic. And so they will cause your cells to heat up and you'll burn more calories and shit. And so something in there, in that one and not this one was thermogenic. I don't know what it was. I looked at it to try and see if it was like quotations thermogenic, but it wasn't. So one of the chemicals, I could hold them side by side.
Super sciencey. Well, it makes it, now that I think about it, I go, okay, well, I mean, do you guys get down on spicy food much?
Yeah.
You sit there and you're sweating through some
exactly
thermogenic.
Yeah, that is true.
These peppers and shit makes you sweat.
Get some pad thai.
Yeah.
Can I get a 5?
Exactly.
5-star, please. 5-star.
You're dripping sweat.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
And we're going to have, Carolina's going to make curry tonight. And I'm going to spice the out of it.
Because we don't
family friendly.
It's like the
it's it's gonna be good.
That's okay.
But I'm gonna get thermogenic as hell tonight.
Word. So last night, Colin, last time I was here, we were talking about the police, obviously, and I was like, oh yeah, I haven't even been pulled over since I was 19. So I got pulled over last night.
Oh no!
What did you do, Donovan?
Okay, so we were going to Aaron's house, Jordan's sister, and we got there and we forgot a bunch of shit, and so I had to go back home. And so I went home and I did some stuff, and then I left, and halfway there I realized I forgot more shit. So I had to turn around again and go home. So I was speeding because I was irritated. Yeah. So I was going 52 and a 35 at that particular moment. And I was pulled over.
One of those slow down areas where
I was
starting to neck down.
Central Valley, right in front of that gas station, the Circle K or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, it turns to 35. And so I was right past there, a quarter mile right before you hit those the on ramps to the highway. And I got pulled over. And I forget
that place is really slow right there. I always forget about that.
Yes, it is.
So, how was your interaction with the police officer?
Less than 5 minutes, 100% cordial. The only thing, I was completely shocked, right? Totally shocked.
Interesting theories.
Right, because the last time, like I said, I had never had a positive interaction with a police officer.
And so let me ask you, was it was a state trooper, probably no local PD.
It was a sheriff's deputy.
Sheriff?
Yeah. Okay. And so it took less than a minute from the time that his lights were turned on to the time that he was at my car, right? And just because I was like, fuck. Yeah. As soon as I saw him, I knew I was going to get pulled over. So I started to slow down. And he pulled over and whipped. So I was like, yeah, this is what it is, But he got to the car and asked me if I had my CPL. Oh. So it took less than a minute for him to look up my whole shit and see that I had a CPL and ask me for it when I got the concealed pistol license when I got to the car. And so I was like, and I was already taking everything out of my wallet, because I obviously knew it was up and I had it in the door panel. And so I told him it's right here. Here's the whatever. And I haven't been pulled over since I was 19. Yeah. So he just took everything back and then came back and asked me. He obviously told me why I had been pulled over. And then when he came back, he was like, so what's up? And I was like, I told him the whole story I just told you. I was like, so I just wasn't paying attention, That's
like, I was dumb.
No. So he just ran my shit and then brought it back and gave me a warning and told me to go and told me that they were running DUI patrols that night. So if I was going to be drinking, then I needed to not be driving. And so I drank and then did not drive. Jordan drove home last night.
As you should.
Yes, as you should.
DUI patrols out. It's nice that
I only had one beer and then I didn't drive, or usually one, but I was just like, if this is how it's going to be, I would rather not have any alcohol in my system. That's good, but that's a whole nother.
I just think it's interesting that he tells us. I was like, oh, hey, man.
I also thought it was interesting
tonight, so just FYI.
I told him I was going to a birthday party, and so maybe because I was like, I'm going to go to a birthday party, he's like, hey.
Oh, good for him.
Yes. Yeah, no, he was totally...
Guy? Older guy?
He was probably mid-30s. Don't remember his name. He did, though... Okay, so the two things that struck me about the interaction. How quickly he had all that information about me, right? Which on one hand, I'm like... For crime fighting reasons, you should know, what's up. If someone is going to have a gun like I had in my car, you should probably, know what's up. But I also was like... I don't know that I like that he had so much information about me so fucking quickly, that he didn't even have to go and type in my name. It's just This is his car. Here's all of everything, you know?
Yeah.
I get that that's like how America is today, but I was just made slightly uncomfortable with how quickly all that information was discovered.
Yeah, right.
And then he also, and I'm not totally sure why, because I've heard a couple of different reasons, he had his badge number covered up. You know? So I know that, like, the police officers in the protest and the riots and stuff are doing that so that they can't be doxxed and they can't be whatever. Like, that's part of their justification for that.
Well, there was also the thing about they're wearing it kind of in solidarity. It's kind of like wearing the armband or something.
Right.
When one of their guys gets hurt.
Which is... I
Weird.
understand,
I mean,
but
I
I also thought it was very strange.
Yeah.
You know, of all the things that could be done to have your badge number covered up, you know, if I am to have a negative interaction with you, you know.
Now what? Yeah.
So and I don't know what to make of that. I'm not making any judgments. I know just for anyone who's like, well, but I just thought it was interesting, you know, that a local sheriff's deputy who presumably would have no interaction with a protester or a rioter, you know, because the only one that we've really had is the one that was on Buckland Hill, organized. The police were there helping coordinate everything. Like, so I think that that's interesting.
It is interesting.
But like you said, I also heard, you know, in solidarity of like the police officers that, you know, have been killed in the protest and stuff. So
charged with murder and...
Kathy said that she's going to be asking Scott why.
Yeah, and Scott is one of our family friends that just became a sheriff's deputy.
Word.
And so, yeah, so I'm sure he can provide some insight into that.
Kathy always looking out.
Yeah. My mom's all about information. I wonder where I get that from.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I just thought that was interesting. But
it is interesting.
have you ever been pulled over before?
Yes.
Have you ever gotten a ticket before?
Yes.
Word. How many times?
Twice.
You don't have to sell yourself out if you don't want to. No. But were they just for like speeding and shit? Or
speeding once, and then expired tabs.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Fudgers, dude.
Yeah,
right.
You know?
I need to know how long had they been expired?
Yes.
Ooh yeah.
I want to say like 2 months.
Word.
What?
Oh, that's. Yeah. I once rode around for over.
Well, I was speeding
with expired tabs.
He pulled me over. I was speeding, and then he's like,
"Had no idea."
Yeah,
I'm not going to say that I did or I didn't, but I totally did.
Yeah, it was like the second car I ever owned, so I don't even know on the first car that I don't even know that I registered it before I got rid of it. And so it was the first car that I had where I would have had to put tabs on it, and I just didn't even consider it. And someone told me at work that they were expired, and I was like, "Oh, really?" And they were like, "Yeah, they were expired like over a year ago." And I was like, "Oh shit!" It's like I have driven to another state like this. Like we had gone to Oregon in that summer truck.
Stolen?
I was like, I cannot believe this. But I don't know.
That's
One of those
awesome.
things, I guess.
So I wanted to ask you, while it's the live show, because today is Saturday. You mess around on the Twitch.
Yes, I do.
And you have a Twitch stream tonight, right?
Yes, I do.
Scheduled at 8 o'clock our time. What are you playing tonight?
Probably some Fortnite, Rocket League. I play the two.
And what's your handle on there? It's BGeeezus?
BGeeezus, yeah.
Underscore. BGeeezus underscore?
No,
that's the
not
Instagram
anymore.
one.
It's BG 3 E's ZUS. Like Yeezus style, you know?
Oh, yeah, there it is. There he is, right there.
There it is.
Yeah, I watched a couple of your
clips
videos,
coming
man.
up, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna revive the Instagram. It'll be a little Twitch takeover.
Yeah.
Cool.
Word.
I dig it.
Close to affiliate.
There's Carolina over there Twitches as well.
Yeah, I think I saw you retweeting some
probably
of that stuff. Yeah,
I try to be supportive when I can. You know, get out there. It's like, retweet. You know, spread the love.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you like Twitch? I guess it's hard for me to, because it's kind of a loaded question, but like, how do you like Twitch?
I like Twitch. I like watching Twitch because it's like
it's different. I will say.
Yeah, it's different. You watch just games and people are like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just watching this guy play Fortnite." You know, but you can. I look at it as a different aspect, like competitive wise, like sports growing up. Fortnite now, I switched to keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, good man. Trying to get her to do the same thing.
And I watch people, you know, you can imitate their game or just like see how people play, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And
I like to do it for if I'm interested in buying a game, watch people playing on Twitch.
Yeah.
Really?
Because, it's great.
Well, sometimes that kind of spoils the game for me. I'm like, I can't watch any more of this shit.
Yeah.
Like the Ghost of Tsushima game. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy.
I've been purposely not watching any of it other than like pictures because she's going to be playing that, I think, probably soon. After Last of Us 2. Okay. And so I don't want to spoil any of it because I'm going to watch it all unfold while she's streaming.
No, that game looks beautiful, dude.
Have you been on the Twitch at
all?
all?
The graphics are amazing.
Yeah, I have watched Twitch a little bit, and I have a hard time conceptualizing it. I just don't get it. And it's been a long time since I have tried, and so I should try again. I was gonna watch her, and then she started playing a fucking game that I want to play, so I don't want to watch.
Right.
Yeah,
so I don't.
That's true. So like I can't do that too, but like Twitch is like a live podcast, in a way. Like but you're interacting just live with your community that you create.
Yeah.
And people that are like-minded, people that like want to just come in and just say, hey, you suck at the game. It's like, all right, well, you're still watching me play.
Yeah.
So,
and the times that I have watched is like when I couldn't figure out how to do something, I was able to like find a clip on Twitch of someone doing said thing in the game, and I'm like, now I understand. So to cheat, I've used it to cheat. I'll admit that. That's I'm not just want to beat it. You know,
cheat? How
to get past a part of a game instead of taking time to figure it out. I'll just look up a video. I don't care that much about it. I'm not like. I don't feel like I lost out, on like achieving something if I had to look up. I would just want to beat the game. I want to see the whole thing, So
it's like I get stuck in this room because there's one lever lever I got to pull and it's hidden off in this corner.
I don't look it up immediately, but I'm only going to take, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then like after that, I'm like, looking at and then I'll look it up. But I just don't. I don't have time, bro. I've got a kid. I only got an hour and a half at the most to play a game.
You're in a room and you're like searching everything, and then you're like, "There's nothing else in here."
Yeah,
where do I go?
Yeah,
running around.
Twitch.
Yeah, I'll try. I'm not. I won't immediately give up, but I'm only going to try for so long, and I'll just. How do you fucking whatever?
Games are hard, dude.
Code for this. I was playing. Doom 3. I bought Doom 3 for like $7, on PlayStation. So I was playing that in the morning, and I just looked up like an Excel spreadsheet of all of the codes for all the storage things. So I don't have to try and read through any of the diaries or anything. Fuck all that. I just want the shit out of the storage container. I don't care.
I want to play through the story. I don't want to worry about the puzzles to fuck me up.
And I want to win. I don't want to die. I want to be in a comfortable position, So I played on hard, but I want all the shit. I want all the ammo that's available. I want all the stuff. I don't want to have to. Yes.
Kathy says that she wants more information on this Twitch.
Okay, so Twitch is explain Twitch.
Twitch is where people live stream their gameplay of video games. So like I'll be playing a game and then there'll be a camera on me. Oh my god, bro, I gotta turn these off. There'll be a game on me and we're like playing and I can talk to you. You can talk in the chat. People donate people money and stuff.
It's kind of like right now that Kathy, if you're watching this, it's kind of like that, except instead of seeing us do this, you're watching somebody play a video game. And
that person, like their face generally,
generally.
like not everybody, right? But a lot of people, Carolina, your face is on there, right? When you're twitching. So your face is on there when you're twitching. That's so, like you'll have a, what the fuck do they call that on your... It's not a dash cam because it's
like a picture-in-picture. Oh, webcam.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, and then you can design overlays on the screen.
Yeah,
that only they can see. You can see like all the gameplay. Because I have 2 monitors, so you'll.
I feel like that's if you're going to be doing it. That's really the only way to be. If you're really into computers, you have 2 monitors. If you don't have 2 monitors, you're a bitch, is what it sounds like.
Basically, that's how it works. I don't have 2 monitors. I got a laptop and that's it. I don't, none of that shit.
You're not a real gamer if you got 1 monitor. Yeah. Or if you're playing on like a TV, like you play a game and you're like hearing myself out of the TV. I'm like, hey man, are you not wearing headphones?
Someone's asking, Avery actually is asking, what strategies are best for monetizing content on Twitch? Because you said you're almost to... What is that? Affiliate. And that's where you start to make money, right?
Yeah, which is pretty, like, low. Like, it's easy to get affiliate. I just haven't been as active on social media and stuff. Yeah. So I think you probably would need to market yourself and brand yourself and
find something to make you, like an individual, make you stand out.
Social media to a lot of people. You gotta message a lot of people and,
talk to people
network,
while
yeah.
you're doing it. I know that that's something that Carolina has talked to us. She is, in the nicest way possible, up our ass about constantly talking to people in the comments and make sure you fucking hit them back and do this. And I'm like, fuck them.
I'm in like,
but it is the best thing to do.
It is. And when people follow you, you like, you can automatically send messages to them where it's like, oh, thanks for the follow. Follow my Discord and stuff. And then they jump in your Discord and it's over after that point because they can see everything that's going on. You do like movie nights,
and so
crazy stuff.
This is another one. Discord is like it's like a chat room almost, right? That you can set up individual chat rooms for your own streams and games and stuff like that people can go in and
I think it's like
your own little...
I always like to equate it as like it's your own private forum, right?
Yeah.
That you can kind of create, you set the rules and the parameters.
But it's live, right?
It's a chat room, so you can open chat rooms where people can join, you can make them private, or you can do like big streamers that get like 50,000 viewers. You go in there and they have like all their information when they do giveaways, or
you can have different channels in Discord.
Different sub discords.
Yes.
Like a subreddit.
Yeah. Exactly.
The different language is hard to keep up with.
And Discord, you can video chat, you can do all that stuff. Like me and my friends, like if you're on PC, we just use Discord.
I played an app on my phone, a fucking superhero app on my phone that I would like when Dax was first born, because we were just sitting at home, fucking around. So I would just play it when we were hanging out, and then you're, joining clans or whatever the fuck, teams of superheroes battling all the shit, and then these fucking grown-ass adults and teenagers and all, they're like, hey, jump in this fucking Discord, and we chat up, and I was like, okay, I don't know what that is, and all day, these guys are talking about fucking Marvel superheroes, fucking, I'm like, bro, this is not why I did this. I'm not, this is not at all why I started to play this fucking Marvel game. And I totally see the merit in it, but as far as an app on my phone, that is not at all what I was trying to get into, but I totally get it.
I have a buddy that's super into stocks, and he has this group where you can basically, you buy into the Discord, like you pay $25, $30 a month.
For subscription into the Discord. And they talk about stocks, drop knowledge, share community. How is there a function to do that through Discord, or he just sets that up that I'm only going to let you in if you cash at me $30 or
I think there's a way to do that through Discord because he's paying straight through Discord.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
What's some key pieces you would give to people who want to start streaming on Twitch? Like key pieces of advice, I guess.
Yeah.
Good camera.
Definitely make
I don't know.
Definitely make a social media for like a Instagram and a Twitter
specifically for that.
Yeah, and start going to if you play whatever game you play, the biggest streamer that plays that game, go start following people that follow him, and then start messaging people, whatever. Say, hey, I'll shout you out on my page, whatever. Just start networking with people. And then eventually, once you get a following, then start streaming, because it's kind of hard to just load up a stream when you have nobody watching you. You're like, call your brother, hey, watch my stream. That's what it comes down to at that point.
Yeah.
That's real stuff. It's hosting a live stream with nobody there.
Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of hard to talk and have conversations with people, and
to reach affiliate, you need to have an average certain amount of viewers per stream
every time you
if you're streaming 7 hours, nobody's watching you, or one person's watching you,
it's a waste of your time.
The average is gonna,
in not so many words. You're getting better at the game, but as far as reaching the goal of
you're building your video library and stuff too,
not a total waste of time. So
you gotta grind like anything else.
I was too quick to judge, excuse me.
No, I see it more as a hobby and fun, just creating gaming content. I like, doing that type of stuff. It's and if it turns into something else, then turns into something else, but it's fun,
What is your favorite video game? Do you have one?
Right now I'm just addicted to Fortnite. I just
Fortnite.
play it all the time.
Yeah.
But I play Call of Duty, Warzone.
Right.
I play all that stuff. You know?
I saw some clips you playing that.
I've been playing.
Yeah.
I've been getting super addicted to Rocket League. It just
Which is the cars, right?
it's
soccer with cars. Right.
Whew,
Okay.
Soccer with cars.
I have
anybody
heard-
who's
love
like
it.
played sports are like, oh, that's soccer with cars, right? It's
Yep.
like
Yeah.
exactly what
I've
it is.
only heard good things about it.
It's
is
been
the
around
thing.
for a minute too, and it's
Yeah.
still really popular.
Oh yeah,
Just-
And
yeah.
The skill gap's crazy though,
Really?
because there's some kids that will just hit the ball up, fly it dribble it in the air, and then make the
What?
goal, and you're like, not fun anymore, not having fun anymore.
Yeah. Well, and that's so in the new Call of Duty, it's cross-platform, right?
Yes.
So there's computers, PlayStations, all the shit. And is there, if you're playing on a system, can you see a marked difference in people who are playing on a PC versus you playing on a PlayStation?
Frame wise, yeah, like you can see way more like sooner. I'll be
Yeah.
like, guy right there, and they're like, what? I'm like, right in front of you. He's like, oh, I can see
Really?
it. I can see it faster, and it's just a smoother game. Just a way smoother game.
I played Call of Duty on the computer a few times in Mr. Brown's class.
Yeah.
And it is infinitely harder than playing it on a console to do it on the computer. I
Really?
found personally, I thought it was way more difficult. Yeah. And I didn't do it for a long time.
I played growing up Modern Warfare 2, up till 5 a.m. playing that game all night long
Yeah.
on a controller.
On PlayStation.
I switched to a keyboard and mouse like, I want to say like 10 months ago, like not even a year ago, really. And it's really easy, bro.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
Just
It's
takes
really
time.
easy.
Welcome to the PC Master Race.
Oh, keyboard and mouse. I'll never go back to controller. I put a controller in my hand, I'm like, I feel like my hand's like breaking. I'm like, oh, what is this?
How am I supposed to aim with the
I'm so
sticks?
limited.
Oh,
That's
man.
hilarious.
I will say it's a tough transition for a lot of people, though.
Yeah.
I'm going
Look,
from one to another. It's hard because your whole the mechanics are totally different.
Yeah.
It's hard for the first, I would say, month.
Yeah, I believe it.
For a whole month, I was struggling, but
Once
there's
you
like
figure
practice
it out.
modes in games where you can,
It makes sense.
yeah.
So for more on Brandon, be sure to tune in to his Twitch stream tonight. BGeezus. Oh man, I'm gonna have to pull it back up because I don't remember.
Jesus.
3 G's.
3 E's.
3 E's. Where did it go?
You got to call it.
I closed the. Oh my god! I closed the
BG.
damn Twitch thing.
3
Yeah.
E's.
3 E's. And but yeah, I think we should probably get rolling into regular cast at this point.
Yeah. It's about time. Okay.
Use the restroom real quick.
Oh yeah. We'll stop. We'll take
No.
a break after this.
Yeah. We stop this and then we do the regular show.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. So
It shows you how much front loading of our guests we do.
yeah, and then we'll talk about it after. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us. I am Donovan, Colin, Brandon. I am at Salt of the Street on Twitter because we didn't talk about any of this shit at the beginning. You can watch us on our Facebook. Obviously, it's obviously at Salt of the Street. We have our Instagram at Salt of the Street. Our YouTube at Salt of the Street, saltofthestreets.com. I am at Salt of the Street on Twitter and at alpaca_Donovan on Instagram. He's a Big Bird Offie on both those things. Social medias.
BG.
If you want to.
3 E's US. On Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch.
There we go.
Okay.
There you go.
I'm so glad you.
Yeah, we're gonna tag all that shit on Monday. All right, peace out.